It's game time. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Tampa Bay Rays franchise, brought to you by MLB The Show 23, as we are in Tropicana Field taking on the Philadelphia Phillies in a 3-game series. Before the game gets started, we're going to look at Brandon Lowe's stats, as he is having a solid season, but he has slowly slowed down, if that makes any sense. Slowly slowed down. I mean, he was riding high early in the season, but he kind of just dropped and he just kind of plateaued where he is right now, kind of in neutral. So we're hoping they can get back up. Shane McClanahan is going to be the starting pitcher for today's game. And here is the lineup for the Phillies. We got Trey Turner, Alec Bohm, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Rhys Hoskins, Nick Castellanos, JT Realmuto, Bryson Stott, and Brandon Marsh. The game's going to start at the top of the first with 1 out. Alec Bohm up to bat. Here comes the pitch. And they're going to strike him out of here to get the 2nd out. Now we're going to look at the team leader home runs. Kyle Schwarber with 17. Nick with 15. Bryce Harper with 15. Trey Turner and Rhys Hoskins with 10. Alec Bohm with 9. And JT Realmuto with 8. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. And he's going to swing and miss at the curveball low. This is Shane McClanahan's chance to get out of this inning with another strike. And to strike out Bryce Harper, who's normally a beast at the bat. Here comes the pitch. He's going to swing and miss at a high fastball. And the Rays get out of the top of the inning with no hits and no runs. Philly's starting pitcher is going to be Bailey Falter. And they really hope that he doesn't falter today. Like that play on words. He hopes it's not his fault that they lose today. Get it? Got it. Good. Okay, so the starting lineup for the Rays is going to be Luke Raley, Josh Lowe, Francisco Mejia, Jose Siri, Isaac Paredes, Christian Bethancourt, Brandon Lowe, Wander Franco, and our designated hitter, Randy Arozarena. The Rays unable to do anything at the top of the first, but we go to the top of the second with 2 outs with Nick up to bat. And he's going to hit a circle ball deep, going towards center field, out of here, and that is a home run. That is Castellanos, Nick's 16th home run of the season. I'm sorry, I just butchered this dude's last name. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I just got a word from our production crew. It's Castellanos. My bad. Castellanos. So we're going to jump to the top of the 4th. Alec Bohm's up to bat, and he's going to strike out again to get the first strikeout for the top of the 4th. Up to bat next is Bryce Harper again, 2 for 2. And he is going to wait. They're going to check and see. And he said that he swung. I think that was wrong. He checked his swing, but they said he swung, so he's out of there. Kyle Schwarber's up the bat, 3-2. What's we going to get? And that is a high fastball strikeout. And he is talking to the bat like, damn, what are we doing out here? Nick Castellanos is back up the bat again, and he is going to strike out to get the 2nd out at the top of the 5th. So Shane has completely turned it around since that first hit, home run, I should say. Brandon Lowe's up the bat, 1 man on base, and that is a fastball hit deep. Look like it is going out of here, and it is going to bounce off the side of the wall. And so that is going to allow Brandon Lowe to get the 2nd, as the second baseman is going to get the 3rd. Wait, no, he's going to take off and slide. And Christian Bethancourt is going to get there in time. And Brandon Lowe is going to get a 20th RBI double. This is a lot to happen, so we got to slow it down for you. So with the replay showing, it bounced off the side of the wall. It should have been a home run, a 2-run homer, but it bounced off the side of the wall. Christian Bethancourt takes off for 2nd. Then he goes to home, and he slides, just getting there in time. So Brandon Lowe is going to get an RBI double. That is like a bang-bang play. But as you can see, he got there in time. So Wander Franco's up the bat with a man on 2nd. And that is going to bounce off the pitcher's leg. Brandon Lowe is going to stay at 2nd, not going to take a chance to run. So the coach is a little weary right now because Falter is acting like his leg is a little injured here. So they're going to check him out before they see if he's going to keep going or not. All right, he's going to stick in there. Cool. Randy's up to bat next. He's going to hit that fastball over towards center field. Lowe's going to take off a home. Wander is going to slide to 3rd as Randy's going to sneak in to 2nd. So he's going to get himself an RBI double, and the Rays are going to be up 2-1. The Rays got it going in the bottom of the fifth. Can he keep it going? Luke Raley's up to bat next, and he's going to hit a fastball over towards center field. Warner's going to get in. Rainey's going to get in for a run. So now the score is 4-1, and Luke Raley's going to get himself a 2-run RBI single. Josh Lowe's up next. Let's see what he can do. Bam! The slider hit towards the right field. Luke Raley's going to take off for second. Going to third. Josh Lowe's running to second. Wait. Luke Raley's going to slide to home, and he is not going to make it in time, and they're going to say he is out of there. And actually, that was the first out for the fifth inning. It's crazy. If you look at the replay here, ball hit towards the right field. Luke Raley probably should have got there in time. I don't know if he stopped at third and he decided to change his mind, but nonetheless, he is out of there. But Josh Lowe is at second. That is the first out for the Rays here at the bottom of the fifth. So it looks like the Phillies have seen enough from Falter. They're going to say it's his fault if they lose this game today. They're going to pull him at the bottom of the fifth. Let's see who's up next. Nick Nelson is going to be the replacement coming out of the bullpen. And I always find it interesting where, like, people have the same last name or the first letter as the last name. So, like, Nick Nelson, for example. It makes me think about, like, the Marvel superhero character like Peter Parker, J. Jonah Jameson, Bruce Banner. You know, those are the ones I can think of at the top of my head, as the Rays are going to get another run off that Christian Bethancourt hit, bringing Josh Lowe. That is going to be 5-1 to score, and the Rays have a fully loaded base, or they did. Now we're in the top of the sixth. I guess meaning they didn't do anything out of that, of course. And Bryson Stott is going to strike out. Stute or Stott? I think it's Stute. We're going to go with Stute. Brandon Marsh is up to bat. He's going to hit that slider. Wander Franco is going to catch it with his bare hand. Throws it to Francisco, unable to catch it cleanly. So Brandon is going to get the first in time. That is going to be considered a base hit. Trey Turner's up to bat next. Christian's not going to be able to catch it cleanly. Brandon is going to take off for second, and they're going to say he got there in time. So off the wild pitch, Brandon is going to steal second base. But despite all that, the Rays get out of there without giving up a run. Shane Baz is going to come in off the bench. He's got 10 games under his belt. His ERA is, oh my goodness, 5.13. Good God. 25 strikeouts and 17 walks. And his first batter he's going to go up against is Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 2 right now. And if I would have known that, I probably would have kept Shane in. So we just got to hope that he gets him out of there as he does off the knuckle curve. And now Bryce is 0 for 3. Looking at the replay one more time, he just got stuck. He like pump faked himself. If he would have swung at it, he probably would have got it. But, you know, who knows? So here we are still at the top of the seventh with 2 out. And off that knuckle curve, Rice Hoskins is going to get a strike. Hoskins doesn't like the call. And I would agree if he was on my team, but he's not. So Shane Baz has a chance to get his second strikeout of the game. Can he get it done? Here comes the pitch for the possible strikeout, and they're going to check to see if he swung. And they said he did, and he is out of there for Shane Baz's second strikeout of the game, as the Rays are up 5-1 with 11 hits to the Phillies 2, as my boy is getting jiggy with it. Yeah. So we got Jalen Beeks coming in to close out the game. Alec Boehm's up to bat. He's 0 for 3. 1 for 2. And they're going to hit it over towards second base. Brandon Law's going to get it. Throws it to first, but getting them out with plenty of time. Bryce Harper up to bat next. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with a chance to get on base. And he is not going to get it done today, as he goes 0 for 4 to end his night. Phillies offense today was horrible, hence the score 1-5. All their big hitters went 0 for 4, and Kyle Schwarber is up next, and he's 0 for 3. Can we make this 0 for 4? Here comes the pitch, and he's going to hit that over towards right field. It's going to land fair, so that is considered a hit. Luke Raley is going to throw it to second, as you see Kyle running to second to slide and not going to get there in time. And the Rays are going to pick up the W 5-1 in this first game of 3, getting ready to go into game 2. Rasmussen is going to be the starting pitcher for the Rays, and for the Phillies, it's going to be Aaron Nola. Game's going to start at the bottom of the second. Isaac Paredes up to bat, and he's going to hit the high fastball deep towards center field. That's going to get him a base hit. The catcher, Christian Bethancourt, is up with a chance to walk, but he's going to swing and miss at the circle ball, and that's going to be the first out for the Rays. Yandy Diaz up the bat next, and he's going to hit a fastball deep towards center field. Isaac is going to take off for second. Now he's going to third. He's going to definitely get a score here, and Yandy Diaz is going to stop at second, so he's going to get himself an RBI double, and that is going to be his 19th for the season. Philly only gives up a run at the bottom of the second. Now we jump to the top of the fourth, and Bryce Harper is going to be out of there again with another strike, and his day is going to start out like it did the last game. 0 for 4. Now he starts off 0 for 1. As we look at the replay, it is a close call. It looks over the base, but I mean, it's a bang. You could have gave it to him, but it worked in our favor. Kyle Schwarber is up the bat 3 for 2, and they're going to say he swung. No, he did not swing. He checked it, so he is walking to first. Not really considered a hit, but he's on base nonetheless. Nick Castellanos is up. I got his name right this time. He's up the bat with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. A low fastball hit over towards right field, and that is going to be another home run for this guy, and that is his second home run, but he gets a 2-run homer in this game. That is his 17th for the season. So in 2 games back-to-back, this dude has got a home run off us, but this one is going to lead to them taking the lead. But Drew's going to come back and strike out Hoskins with that low cutter. We're going to the bottom of the 5th now. Yandy Diaz is up the bat, and he's going to hit a fastball over towards center field. He actually had a day off the game before, so he's actually doing pretty good with that, getting himself a double, and that's going to be his 19th double for this. Oh, and I'm sorry, not 19, 20. He jumped up to 20 as his crew is pumped after that hit. Randy's up the bat next. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a circle ground out over towards first. That is going to be a sacrifice fly, allowing Yandy Diaz to get in to tie the game. 2 outs so far. Wander Franco's up the bat next, and he is going to hit a ball over towards first, but is not going to do anything as the Phillies are going to get out of there, only giving up a run. Going to the bottom of the 6th, Luke Raley's going to hit a fastball over towards left field. That's going to allow him to get a base hit. Josh Lowe's up next. Luke Raley at first. Here comes the pitch. And that ball is going to be hit over towards the third baseman, unable to get to it. Luke Raley is going to take off for third, and he's going to slide to make sure he gets there in time. As Josh Lowe is going to get a second, he's going to get a double, and that's going to be his 14th for the season. Isaac Paredes is up, still in the bottom of the 6th here, and he's going to hit a circle ball over towards center field. That is going to get Luke Raley a run, and it is going to get Josh Lowe to stay at third just to make sure he doesn't get out. After giving up those 2 runs, the Phillies have seen enough. Aaron Nola's day is done. Connor Brogdon is going to come in. Christian Bethancourt is up the bat. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to hit that circle ball over towards center field. That is going to be caught. Josh Lowe is going to take off for home, and that is going to be a sacrifice fly as he gets in for a score, and the Rays are up 4-2. Yandy Diaz is up the bat next, and he's been having a great game, but not this time as he struck out to end the bottom of the 6th. The Rays are going to bring in Jason Adams to close out this game again. His first pitch to JT is going to be a strikeout off a high slider, and that is going to be the first out. Nick Castellanos is up next, and I just want to say it all day because I can say it right this time. But that's going to be a ground out to third to first, and that is going to be the second out. Bryce Hoskins is up to bat next. He is 3 for 2 with a chance to walk. Here comes the pitch, and that is exactly what happens. He is going to walk him to first. We're not in trouble yet. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, we just got to get one more out. Brandon Marsh is up the bat. He's 2 for 2. And that is going to be a ball hit over towards center field. Brandon Lowe is going to throw it to first. I don't know why he... That was weird. That interaction there was weird, but it's going to get Brandon Marsh a base hit. As we look at the replay one more time, Brandon Lowe is going to go get the ball. Wander Franco is going to second, or he takes a step back. I don't know why. So Brandon Lowe had to switch it up and throw it to first to try to get Brandon Marsh out, and it just did not work out. 3-2 right now. Josh Harrison's up the bat. They got 2 men on base, 1 in scoring position. If they get a 2-run homer, the game might be essentially over, but instead Josh Harrison is going to get walked. So now they are fully loaded at all the bases. What is going on in this inning? Umundo Sosa, It's going to be the pinch runner to replace Josh Harrison. Trey Turner's up the bat now. This is getting tight, real tight. It's making me itch a lot. Like, I don't like this feeling here. And that is going to be a strikeout for the Rays. I'm good now. I'm good. Everything's good. And the Rays are going to win Game 2. A tight one in the bottom of the ninth. They could have went either way. They could have got 2 runs. They could have got 3 runs. But the Rays were able to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. And Jason Adams is, ooh, my goodness, boy. You don't know how mad I would have been if he would have gave up this game. But we'll never have to know because we end up winning. So we're going to sim Game 3 only because we won the series, but we end up losing Game 3 0-4. And I'm kind of like shocked that we lost. We should have swept this team. But let's look at the box score and find out what happened here. So Randy got 2 hits, Yandy got 1, Lau got 1, and Isaac got 1, and Francisco got 1. 6 hits, but no runs. Now the Philly, Trey Turner got a hit, Alec got a hit, Bryce Harper got a hit and a run. Let's see, Schwarber got a run, 2 hits. You know, so a lot of their hitters came to play when the games I didn't play. But nonetheless, we are still in second place. 49-41 is our record. 50-30 is the Yankees. They're on a 3-game winning streak after us losing Game 3 to Philly. So now we got to continue to work our way to the number 1 spot. So the next game will come back. The next video that you'll see is me taking on the Braves because their record is 45-43. And then we're going to do the video for the home run derby. Now, for my YouTube fans, I've been contemplating on what I want to do. Do I want to do a live stream of it, or do I want to just do like I normally been doing, editing my videos and chopping it up? Because I've never really streamed on YouTube. I've only done it a couple of times, but I would like to do it once to see what the results are, because I normally stream on Twitch. So I'm contemplating if I want to do the home run derby on YouTube or Twitch. I'm kind of contemplating that. But the All-Star game, I might end up simming. I may end up playing it. I don't know. I'm still contemplating on that. But when we do come back after the All-Star game, we're going to take on Texas, possibly take on Baltimore because they're in our division, so we need to win our division games. Definitely going to take on Miami as their record was like 50 and something. And then we're going to definitely take on Houston as their record is 50-38. So that is the schedule moving forward. That is the game plan. But you guys let me know in the comment section what you think I should do, or what would you like to see. The home run derby on the YouTube channel live and streamed, or just edited. You know, just any updates or any thoughts would be cool, and especially for the All-Star game. If not, if I don't get any comments, I'm probably just going to do everything on Twitch and then edit it over to the YouTube channel. I'll be in the home run derby. If one of my players end up in the derby, then I will go through it. If none of my players end up in it, or even the All-Star game, I may just not play it at all. Or I just may live stream it and not play anything, and you guys just get to watch and see who wins. That's always an option too. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.